Last week I was asked a question. So I did a little research. I was asked that where in the Bible does it say that Jesus was struck 39 times? So it doesn't actually say in the Bible that how many times he was struck. Back in those days, how many lashes is the word. Back in those days, when you committed a crime and they punished you, the soldiers, they were allowed to give you up to 40 lashes. Right, Pastor? Now, if I say something wrong, grab that microphone, come up here and help me. and they were only allowed to give 40 lashes. They were only allowed to strike somebody 40 times because if they struck on 41, it was considered humiliation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you hit me after the second time and oh my goodness. So the soldiers would only strike you 39 times to make sure that they wouldn't get in trouble for striking you more than 40 times. They couldn't strike you more than 40, so they would stop at 39. So Jesus they struck him 39 times. This is what I came up when I did some research. It says Jesus, just before his crucifixion, Jesus was scourged by the Romans. The Bible does not directly indicate how many lashes Jesus received. In Deuteronomy 25:3 states that a criminal should not receive more than 40 lashes in order to avoid possibly accidentally breaking this command. The Jews would only give a 39 lashes. The Apostle Paul mentioned this practice in 2 Corinthians 11:24. 5 times I received from the Jews the 40 lashes minus 1. Again, though Jesus was scourged by the Romans, not by the Jews, there is no reason to believe that the Romans would follow a Jewish tradition. Scourging was the punishment ordered for Jesus by Pontius Pilate. He was to be flogged, but not killed in that way. His death was to be carried out by crucifixion after the scourging. It's hard to imagine the level of hatred necessary to consign an innocent man to such a fate. Yet the Jewish leaders and Pilate did this very thing, knowing Jesus was innocent. Worse, the man they sent to be flogged and crucified was the Son of God. We hear and refer to the story of Jesus' death so often that sometimes we fail to stop and think about how evilly he was treated by those he came to save. The torment he endured was prophesied in Isaiah. He was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. The stripes referred to this in this prophecy are direct reference to the lashes Jesus received. So you can imagine, man, what Jesus went through. And those of you that have never seen Passion of the Christ, I encourage you to see that movie because it pretty much gives to you in detail what Jesus went through. It shows it. They beat him. They spit on him. They kicked him. They nailed him to a cross. But yet there's some of us that word disrespect, we cling to that word like if we own it. How many times did Jesus Christ say, you disrespected me? I was one of those individuals, man. Man, you disrespected me, and it was on. You know, and it's sad, but it's true because we cling to those words. And I mean, you know, we claim that word, you're disrespecting me over something crazy. And I'll tell y'all a quick story. Years back, Me and a bunch of homeboys, we were all hanging out. And there was a certain clan hanging over here, and we were over here. And one individual walked up to these other individuals, and they shook hands, and the guy stepped on his Stacy Adam. So when the guy stepped on his Stacy Adam, he realized what he did. He says, hey, man, I'm sorry, man, con todo respeto, I'm sorry, homeboy. And the dude, he just looked at him. He said, it's cool. Don't worry about it. I knew already what was going to take place. I walked up to that individual, and I told him, look, bro, I said, the best thing for you, man, is to leave. I said, because they're going to click you. Because what you just did, it don't happen. Sure enough, I don't know, about 30 minutes later, you just saw a bunch of guys surrounding that guy. I gave him a heads up. You step on somebody's Stacy, that was serious. You know what I'm saying? That was serious, because if you stepped on my Stacy and you put a dent on it, it's on. Who's gonna pay to give me another pair? Because you scratched them. For some such as, and that's reality. And we claim that word like we own it. But what about Jesus Christ? We walk around, we talk about how hard we are and how down we are. I'd like to see how many individuals out there would allow themselves to get nailed to a cross. Let's see how hard you are. And it's just something that we got to turn loose. That respect, disrespect, it's a reality, people. Those of you on the other side of that camera, you're looking for change. The only one that can change your life is Jesus Christ. Me personally, I wish I could do it by myself. I can't do it for you. I can lead you to the man that can. He changed my life. I had a conversation with this is my youngest son, Jesse. I had a conversation with him some time back. And he was telling me that he can see the changes I've made because of who I used to be. I wasn't a nice person back in the day. I wasn't. And I thank God now he changed me. He said, for all them bad things you did, I'm going to give you that heart that likes to cry a lot. He said, I'm going to make you humble yourself. And I love God for it. I love God for taking me from where I used to be. But yeah, me and my son, we had the conversation, and it feels good to hear those things, and especially to hear my kids say it. It's awesome.